Alrighty, welcome back. We're at it again. We've got 2 hours in this bad boy, and the reason I know that is because Jolene has filmed every bit of it. We've got it back on. George is sitting over there at the background. I'm going to ask him here in a minute if he's okay with what's going on. And it's his truck. Are you okay with it, George?
I am.
Good. Fantastic. So he's okay with it. We've been all wanting to mad dog it a little bit more, pushing it down in the front. And to be honest with you, you really can, but it's more work. Like basically you'd have to pull it back off. We'd probably have to angle that post down in there because that post was cut off straight, remember? And we're pushing down on that front, and what it's doing on that back post is going like this, is pulling that post back up on this angle here. If I angled, that probably would stay down. We'd probably get more, but you'd have to pull it back off. Where George is happy with it, I'm okay with it, if that means sense. I know that the front window looks huge, but it was a lot bigger before when we started. So we're happy with that. This has come in nice. We have not destroyed any of the drip roll molding. We have not destroyed any of the post. We have not destroyed anything in the back. Everything is going really well. Now we're going to put the door tops on. But before I put the door tops on, I want to lock it down in the back a little bit. And then we'll lock it down in the front a little bit. And what I mean by that is one dot at a time, just to hold it to where it's at. And if there's any gaps, that's where it comes in the coat hanger. I use the coat hanger quite a bit, and the reason being is not everything fits perfect, you know? I'm not sure. If you want to take a long time and TIG weld it up, that's called precision. That's on your own time if you want it to be. Unless the owner wants you to do that, that's the way you should do it. And remember, as the price goes up, the happiness goes down. And if you fix cars, you play with cars, I think we all know that. When the price is up there, the happiness go down. So we're going to keep the price to nothing. So we'll keep it down, really, keep it down. So we got 2 hours in it. I would charge him $200 to chop the roof on his truck. Does that make sense? And I give him a little bit of tax on top of that, just because I'm Canadian. But basically, what I'm saying is, the faster you do it, the quicker you do it, the more reasonable it is. When you become good at something, try to become fast at it. And the reason being is, how good are you? You must try yourself once in a while. How good am I? If you can change the engine in 5 hours and I can change it in 2, who's better, me or you? You have to figure that out. So if you're doing something, be the best you can at it. Do it, as you get good, become better. That's what I'm trying to do every day, and that's what I try to do every day, is become a little bit better, a little bit faster. And as I've chopped this truck, if you realize we haven't got no body work to do. Make it nice when it come time to send your car to the body shop and get painted, wouldn't it? You ain't got your roof all whacked out of shape and you haven't got a bunch of material to put into it, which I like myself. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tack the back of it, get that in place. We'll tack a little bit more in front, and then we'll put the door tops on. Let's do it. Let's get the back done. We'll just pull this over. I appreciate everybody staying and following along, watching. I really do. I really appreciate it. I think I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun, and take what you like and throw away the rest. Slow learner, boys. Slow learner I am. Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, if you make a mistake, make lemonade out of it. Take a lesson from it and learn from it if you make the mistake. That's what I try to do sometimes. It takes me 3 or 4 times. That's okay. I'm going to try to nail this in the... Actually, what I got to do before I get going here, I have to scratch off the paint because it has changed when we pushed that roof down. It picked that back up, so I got to clean the back off one more time. I got them glasses. What the? There they are. We'll just clean the paint off the back here. There we go. I know you guys just want to jump in, I know it. Huh? Jump in and do it. We're just going to lock this down now, one dot at a time. And the reason being, we don't want to warp anything up or make anything hot. Jolene's hot. We don't want to make the truck hot. Worked. Damn it. Don't matter. Good. I like to keep my spot welds the same distance apart, and the only reason being is it looks good when you walk around. It's not here, there, everywhere. Just try to keep them the same distance. Now, we need...
In there, push out.
If you want to do that, that'd be great. I'm going to go this way on it. Right here we have right here. Can you come this way a little bit? Beautiful. Good. I got this helmet on, I'm not using it.
Right.
So I got this helmet on and I'm not using it.
We all want like that.
We all get sunburned.
Yeah, we all want like that. Don't do as I do as I say.
So we got that side good.
Is that right?
What's that, brother?
Don't do as I do as I say.
Oh, I'm not telling you to do anything. You can go up with the helmet, you can look at it if you want to. Come up, right here. Good, perfect. Can you come up there? Beautiful. You're a great help there, Dirty Devil.
There you go.
Can we come in here in the corner a little bit? Good. Now, I'm going to, if we can push that out or push that in. I'm going to tack it here.
Hang on, I'll just give it a hit.
Yep. Oh, no! Don't you hit that. Come on. He's trying to put a dent in the truck.
Nah, you'll be right.
You'll be all right.
You'll be right, mate. Don't you worry.
I'm particular that way. Let's leave it like that. And I'll just take a hammer and just tuck that down. Yeah. I try not to hit things too much, and the reason being is when you hit something, it just causes a dent. And then you want to fix it. What's that?
He's a hell beater.
He'll beat it all right. I'm going to leave that for now. It's knocked on. I didn't do the best job knocking it on. Not quite used to that welder the best. Not going to fall off. Just going to knock it on here.
Let it in, mate.
Just so. Let's go the other side. Knock that one on. Want that hammer? Hammer. Did I put that back there, did I?
Hey?
Did I put that hammer back there?
Oh, no, I got on the one.
Okay. Yep. Thank you. There we go. Okay. We're going to call that knocked on for now. It's not going anywheres. Let's take this off. Where we got it knocked on, now we're going to put the door tops on. There was a man that makes coffee. This guy right here makes good coffee from what I understand. When we put the door top on, he said you could have left that door top on and cut it up further and made one cut. You probably are right. You are right to a certain situation, and the only situation is you're right. I could have left that on. I could have left this piece on. I could have cut it up a little bit higher. Then I would have had just one cut. Now where I got it in, I'm going to weld this back on, and I'm going to have to take metal out of here now. So I've actually made one cut. Maybe I didn't want to make. Let's take it inside here. Let's put this bad boy on. What I'm going to do is, let's put this on. Fit this on here like this, where it was before, exactly where it was. And I'm going to look up in there and see the line where it fit the best. I got one in my pocket, but I can't get it. If we come take a look, or Jolene takes a look, you can see my line when it starts to go wrong. Get off. Check this out. So when we put this on here, and that fits on there nice, it only starts fitting nice to right about there. You can see where the line starts to disappear as I put that on. Anybody want to come over and watch? I'm not going to cut anything. You want to come over and take a look? Then I can show you where I'm going to cut it. If you look at that right there, I could have left this welded on here. Put that in my mouth. Mark my lip. Okay. Should draw myself a mustache. So as I put that on there, I could have left it on to about here. Then I'm losing my body line there. As you can see, I'm losing that body line. I've only got right to about here, so I'm going to cut it off right about there. I'm going to put that back on. Then we're going to take our piece out of here, and then we'll make that corner fit there. So I could have left that much on. You're totally right. And then I would have had one less cut. He jumped me on that checker move. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what's that?
There he is. There he is.
Oh, there he is. Oh, that guy. I thought it was that guy. You don't make coffee?
No, he does.
That guy right there.
I'll take the credit.
Well done. Never said a word. Well done. The man over here said that I could have left that. You're right. You come over and take a look. That's how much I could have left because it started losing my body line right there.
Yep.
So basically, that's as much as I'm going to get of that. I'm going to put that piece back on, and then we'll take this out to make this fit that corner. When we put this up in here like this, when we put this up in here, this all fits good up in here in the corner and stuff like that. When we weld it back on, that fits good. Where the body line starts to go bad, well, then that's where we need to cut. Does that make sense? Yep. Where it starts going, it's good all the way up. I mean, it's not good there right now, but once we get it all good all the way up there, wherever the body line starts deteriorating and getting too big or getting too small, then that's where we have to cut it. And then we'll make this piece fit down here. So let's cut this little piece off. We'll apply this piece back on, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm going to take the zip cut. That's all right. I've had worse. Yes, I've had worse. No big deal. I should draw a boogie coming in my nose.
Something.
Hey, if you can't be laughed at, what can you be? All right, let's see. Body line's still good. Let's beat that bad boy on there. Make the body line. Be very careful welding that stuff on. It's thin. Oh. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. Let's do this. Come on over and take a look if you like. Let's make it work. I'm just going to what I'm doing is I'm just going to put the top of the door up, see if I can match it, make it look good. Good gap all the way up top. It's up there a little bit like that. Back there a little bit. Here a little bit. I'm going to mark it. Thank you. I'll mark that straight. All right, let's cut this off. This didn't work before. Remember that we didn't work, so we'll cut that off. Woo! That's when you know you're alive. Looking good. Not as good as Jolene, but it looks good. I'd like a little bit of help, the guy from the end. Good job. Just hold that there for a second, please, and thank you. Just pull it your way a little bit. Pull it down just a little bit. Check that line up there. You keep a hold of her, please and thank you. Okay, great. Thank you. Now, let's get that door in there some. Let's put the front of the door on. The front one, I could not have done that because we angled that post and it would stick up like that and the post is leaning back like that. Good.
Secure now?
Is she secure? Put that there. Let's cut. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to do that. I was going to make 2 cuts on that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shave this a little bit, angle this sucker here, and let it come back, and I'll cut it right there. That's what I'm thinking. And then I can push that up a little bit. You can push things and move things around before you weld them and stuff like that, if, obviously. Let's do this. Let's get this. I'm going to take a little bit off that, a little bit angle. Just want that to angle back like that. See the distance, basically, the distance I have apart there is probably the distance I have to take off there. If I'm holding it in the place that I want it, the distance I have there is basically the distance I got to take off there, basically. Not sure if I cut it off shy there, I'm going to be shy at front there. I don't think it matters. So we'll take some off the front. So that much to nothing. So we're going to leave all that. We're just going to take off that. Getting close. No, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. Got a marker. Over up there. Hopefully I did the right thing. Look, I got all the markers. Didn't make my angle. That's not going to be cut straight. I got to do this. Cut back. That's my angle there I want. One here. I would like to hook up that sander if I could, so I can just sand it instead of cutting it. One of those sander pads there, right there, are they not? You have a sander on another grinder? Okay, cool. That way there I can sand it and make it go. As I'm coming down there, this piece is not going to exactly fit in there. We've changed that angle quite a bit. So there might be some manipulation on the edge of the door, and I'll just zip cut the edge of the door off and weld it back together. Anything that doesn't look right on gap wise, that's where you take that welder and you put a little weld on that edge of the door, keep it nice and thin. Where it's too wide and where there's no gap, just cuts the edge of the door off and weld it back up. That's good. Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, with the heavy one.
Huh? She's not messing around.
Do some dog adjustment.
Nope, want that down some. Come ahead some. Take some more off the bottom, I think. Got to be careful, these things, they'll sand the metal away pretty quick, so you really want to be careful on them ones. You know, they're for sanding, obviously. When you start sanding on the face of your metal, it sure will peel it off in a hurry. And then you'll be upset. Anyways, got to keep going until it fits. See this part where I'm going here? It's kind of changed on me a little bit because of what we've done with the rest of the door, but we'll just do the best we can with what we have. I'm going to knock that on there, and then we'll make that fit up there with a zip cut. Take that off. I don't know if I want to put that on yet or not. If you're getting close, you're better off sanding than cutting. And I'm getting close, so I just don't want to overdo anything. Just keep playing with it until I feel like I got it right. We can do that.
It's not bad.
Not bad. It can be a little bit better if I sand that inside. I'll sand this inside one off a little bit.
It's in there. Put a couple of cuts in there. You can bend it out.
Yeah, I'm just.
Where do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm just kind of. I don't want to get a bunch of cuts in it, you know. I just
run a weld on top.
I would rather run on that to
Yeah,
make that fit
yeah.
instead of cutting that.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's put that on there.
Not bad there.
No, I didn't want that. That's good. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. You want to hold it in there? That'd be great. Nope. Don't want to do that. Now, what's going on here? I've got that in there. It's hitting on the inside of that a little bit. That's fine. Let's bring that back a little bit. I'll hold that in just like, I'm not sure how far that should be held in. Something like that, be fine. Now, I got quite a dirty gap going on. Good. Yeah.
As you get,
Let's do this.
Take a zing off the.
Yeah. I need to take some more off that, don't I?
Just on the inside.
Yeah. Let's do this.
You take a little bit off the inside.
Yep.
Down here, we can pull that down.
Gotcha. Do you get a zip cut? Zip cut? Yep. Just trying to make it fit a little better.
Or put the sander on there. Put the sander on that one.
Oh, let's do that. Yeah.
The guard's going to be in the way. It does finish, the guard.
way better. All right, let's put this in there. Good. I'm happy with that. And the reason being is it's got a nice. It can come down a little further, couldn't it?
Yeah, it could do. I would take a little bit more down.
All right, let's
On the
pull it.
inside.
Yep.
Unless you want to zing it from the bottom.
No, I want to zing it right from here. Did I unplug that bad boy?
Yeah.
I did. Hold 2 hands in case she takes off. Got a win there.
That's nice.
All right, we're gonna nail it on there. I do that a lot at home too. Oh, I did. Okay. Good. Good. Thank you.
So that's back
Yeah.
here though. See that? You do that one.
Good. Good.
That's it.
Yeah.
See that one?
You heard the man beautifully. He said, all right, we're going to push it in a little bit. Okay, good. Now, let's make this fit a little better. So, on the top of this door, it's not going to fit perfect when you go about doing it. It's not going to fit that way. That's when you get into manipulation thing, and that's what I call a hammer. So we'll take the, see how that's not fitting there? Don't want to weld that up. Let's just hit it with a hammer. Come take a look if you like. I got a little spot here that's not fitting. You know, it's not fitting. So basically, I want to get up in there and fix that. And it's just going to take a tap with a hammer. It'll bring it in. I've got a poopy gap going on there. Good gap going there. Poopy gap going there. Can't do anything about it. This is the piece that came from there. Then we take the welder and we weld on the edge of that door. Just run a piece of weld, tack, 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 until you get it far enough, and then you grind it off. Or you can do many things. Make it fit right. Manipulation. Yeah, works good. Works good. We'll just tack it together. Just drop some weld off, and then tack her together. Now, everything is just tacked together. We're not fitting nice in here. It's kind of stuck out a little bit. Let's manipulate it. That's the only point in time I generally like to hit something, is to manipulate it. See the gap I got going on there? That's where my coat hanger would come in. I haven't got one. Just going to drop some weld off. So, we've got it tacked on there. So now we've got a door top on. Gaps are good. Gonna have to weld down that. Just all you do is open the door up, go plunk, 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 plunk. I would do it with air too. So if you're gonna weld that all up, weld a little bit, cool it off. At all times, everything should be cool. So if I wanna weld the back of that, have the air hose with you. Do a little bit, cool it off so you can touch it. Do not get your car all stinking hot because it'll warp on you, and then you've actually smashed your car up because you have to fix it. You start warping stuff one dot at a time. And if something is not fitting right while you're going to weld it up, re-zip cut it and weld it again. Make it fit. Make it fit. Let's go to the other side. Actually, I want to tack this on a little better. Tacking that on. If he wants to lean the door in, that means you cut a little bit on the back side. Lean it in and tack it. That'll bend over. Good. Let's do the other side. And when I get done tacking this all together, there's so much work left to weld it all up, and to do a real good job. You want to do a good job welding that up. You want to make a nice piece in there that fits nicely, It's a pretty basic piece. I had some sheet metal, I'd make it, but let's face it. Put a little piece in there, come around the corner, close it in. Bob's your uncle and Peter's your regular. Good. Good job. Yes. Let's go to the other side. I need the door top. Can you see how it's going to be welded along there? You see that gap in there? You'd have to weld along the top of that door to make that fit nice and right and tight.
Look at that. See how close you got the
I didn't want to, I would coat hanger that.
Yeah.
I would dump a bunch of coat hanger in that, and I'd grind that off nice, and you would never know where I haven't got coat hanger. If you know what I'm saying? Like,
I've got fire in there.
I got the door. Hey,
welder.
we don't want it open right yet anyways, do we? What you need?
Yeah, I just put the fire out.
Oh, a fire. I'm going to grab the other door top. Where's the other door? Okay. Yeah. This is okay. And you weld that together. You'd have to cut this.
Yeah.
See how close that is?
Yeah.
This
So you have
is
to cut that?
Yeah. You got her. Yeah, yeah. I would take my thing and I would cut it.
Yeah.
So it fits like the rest of the door.
Yes.
And then I'd take it, weld that back together. I may even cut a little bit off of that.
Yeah.
Right? And then cut it up, and then you weld that back together.
Yeah.
And then you put a little bit of weld on top of this, and then that's where it fits. Try to keep it nice and thin, so the door looks like it always did, basically. That make sense?
That makes sense.
Good. Good. Awesome. Let's go to the other side. The other door top. Oh, there it is. All I want to do is take the door top, do the exact same thing, same height on that side, and then I'll put it on. Let's hold it there on the line. Let's do that. Zip cut's go on the other side. My glasses, right there, perfect. Sure. I'm not used to working on a bench.
Sorry, Matt, we're supposed to be on.
Oh, gee. Must be plugged into the wall. I think we're good there.
You're up. There you go.
I can plug it in that one. No. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Stop it. Should be the same as the other side, I'm hoping. And the best way maybe for you to weld it up in the end, if you're doing the welding up on, maybe you might want to sandblast all the places where we connected it. So it's all clean so you can do a good job welding it. Basically, because I haven't got it cleaned up that great.
Yeah, I know.
And basically I'm not cleaning it up that great because I'm trying to get it chopped.
Yeah. No, all good.
Okay.
All good.
Turn that welder on. Don't let the old man in. I want that to lean in a little bit. I'm going to sand off that side a little bit. Watch your sweet. Looking for a gap is all I'm looking for. Okay. Okay, good. Let's do this. I'm thinking that if I cut the same amount out of that, I should be the exact same, shouldn't I? Should I take that chance? I'm gonna. That's why they call me Badge. I'm gonna. That makes sense, doesn't it? Hope it does. Not bad. Make sure I can cut it off the same as this one. I'll mark it on this side. You're my best man. Keep an eye on that marker. Bit. Nah, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I'm just trying to cut it off in the front here, yeah. We could cut it off in the front. Far enough away, are we?
Yeah.
To get this.
By the time you trim that off on the inside,
Yeah. Gotta get that down some, obviously.
it'll come
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
it'll give you a gap.
I better do that first. That one didn't look bad. I'll just actually take it off this one. I'll cut it off this one. Sand it off this one. This is the one I can handle. See what happens when you got a bench? If I did this, it'd have never fell. up front so we can do a little bit more work with it, I guess.
Go a little bit more.
Yeah, it will. And I'll just cut this off, and then I can deal with it a little bit better. I'm gonna cut the front of it off like we did on the other side. Not used to that bench, that's for sure. Let's do that. I think that'll work. I don't mind the gap on that. Beautiful. Actually, let's do that again. Let's make sure we got it right before I tack it on. Got a nice gap going down the front. Just a little bit more off the front, and we can bring it.
Yeah, in the middle.
Actually, I don't mind that.
It's not too much. If you're happy with it.
I'm good with it. Just a little bit. You want to hold the front of that? Just give me a little bit of gap going on.
There's that.
Good. Beautiful. That's where the coat hanger comes from for me, eh? You know what I'm trying to tell you.
Yep.
Push that in. That fits better. Good. Beautiful. Good. Awesome. Are we in? We'll leave it like that for now. Let's get a piece cut for the front. Come again? Yeah, I left that in the inside.
Yeah.
So when it comes time to push it in, I weld on the inside. So I left it there, and I can do that. I can put a little zip cut in that, or do whatever. I'll probably end up pushing it in and tacking it probably. We'll work. We'll get her.
It'll work.
Yeah. All right. Let's put this piece on. Thank you. Just eyeing it up, basically just looking at it and eyeing it up. That's all I can do. It's all I can do. I'm gonna cut that with that. Nope. I'm gonna put that back up there because I might have to take a little more off the angle to get what I'm going. Nope, I'm fine with that. A little bit at a time, I guess. Just need a little bit more. Not a whole bunch more, that's for sure. So if you haven't noticed, I'm trying to just do a little bit at a time. I'm having a rough time with this one.
That's good.
A little bit more. Sand it off. I'm going to sand it off this time. I'm getting close. Ooh, that's close. Nope, gotta cut it down a little bit more. I'm gonna sand this. Okay, just take a little more off that angle there. Hey, we're getting closer. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Gotta get it angled down more, that's all. Gotta cut more off, sand the front of this. I should have had maybe a little bit more of that.
The other one, this is this side.
Is it? I should have cut that a little bit further, shouldn't I? Yeah. You're right. Yep, put it back on. Didn't want to do that.
So trial and error.
So I've made a boo-boo, just weld it back on. Well, they'd cut that shorter, but I really don't. That's the way it goes, isn't it? Can't go the other way. You gotta go that way. So I'd like to cut it off there. It would be nice. But... So can I have a pair of vice grips? Come take a look. I got this piece. I got this piece going in here. I got a nice gap going on there. Nice gap going on there. But when I go to put this piece on, see that sharp piece there?
Okay.
I'm hitting. It's hitting there to match it up. I'm hitting. So I got to put that little piece of curve back on, just a little bit, and then we'll get that straight edge. We'll straighten this off again. So I'm just going to do this.
You know what you're doing, mate?
Well, I'm just showing you, so you know. I'm gonna put that back
yeah.
on, and then cut it there, and then add that piece back on.
Oh, beautiful.
You need a bit of that curve.
Yeah, it's just kind of keep pain in the ass. Yeah.
Good job there, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Everything's got to be sanded before you weld it. I'll just take this. That's not my piece. Hoping that's my piece. Ah. Stop it. Between the fingers, you son of a bitch. Good. Just had to get past that angle.
That's right.
Now we'll put this bad boy on. Let's do it again. I'll cut it one more time. A marker. Still act like it's going to be a.
Mark it from the inside here first. What do you reckon?
What's that? Yeah, I can do that.
It's a rough idea anyway, you know what I mean?
It's just hard to. First one goes well, and look at this one. Huh?
Over there, no jacks.
Couldn't go that easy, could it? Yeah, nope, not even close. Same angle, just straighter. Gotta get it straight. Nope. I got this time. I got it this time. quite a cut. I gotta put that back up there and try that again. Let's do it. I'll sand it now. Gonna sand it now. Getting closer. Poor cut there.
See if we can take some off the hips there as well to bring it round. Or there's a bit of a big gap at the bottom. Have a look at it again.
There we go. Just put that down. There we go.
I wouldn't do that yet. I'd do the top first. Just to make sure.
And we're getting close. Put a little bit of gap down here. I'm gonna do it again.
Noisy lot, isn't it?
Good. Take it up there. Oh, okay. I'm going to nail that thing on. I'll fix it with the welder. Fix it with the welder. All right, let's get this piece on. Where does it fit the best? Maybe there is the best in the bottom. If I bring it back some, we lose.
How close is that here? So that's pretty tight there, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to bring it back here.
Yeah.
We'll try and double check it. Make sure you understand.
Stop it.
Good.
Huh? What? I got no. We're fighting this one. Why? I don't know. We're fighting it. I'm gonna put that where I like the gap. I'm gonna be happy with the bottom here first. Just a sec. The weld, I can't. You put like the. Just to pull the welder over, I can't. Alrighty. I'm gonna put it there. Good. Got it? Good. Yep. And we're going to do that.
So you want to give it another one in there just to hold it? Or?
I'm going to put this bottom one on.
She lets me go
It's told us not too far in. We haven't got a coat hanger, have we?
No. Unfortunately, we haven't.
I want a hammer. Get a hammer. I'd like to see that fit better. I like to see that fit better. Cut that. Just a little bit more. I want that gap less there. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more.
That good enough?
Yeah. Perfect.
There you go.
Awesome. Pull that down. I have to do that. Stack that together. Can we pull that down? Pull this down. I don't want that gap tight at the top. I get some in there. I like it. Just gonna pull that in so it fits better. Ouch.
It's going to get you every now and again, doesn't it?
It always gets you, isn't it? It's going to tilt that in where it should be. Okay, good. Let's do that. Now, I'm going to tap this up. Cut that off. Watch your hand. Just fighting the door, that's all. Doing the best I can to get it done. Push that in. Get that tightened right.
He wasn't sure if he was
Gonna have to add to that door top. That's gonna have to be added to the door top.
That's fine.
Let's do this. Watch yourself. Just gotta straighten this out. Put it down the edge of that door and use it. Order in the court. Judge Judy. Come take a look at this, if you like. I want to show you everything. We got it gumming back together. That will be. You can angle. See, watch this now. See how that's out there like that?
Yeah.
That's got to go back in. See that down there? Watch this. When that fits, when we put that back in, see this over here?
Okay. Yeah.
When I push that in, that gap comes back too. See that? Can you see that gap on the other side? So when I weld that, that'll hold that like that.
Yeah.
And basically what's going on, I don't mind that there. What I don't like is that there.
Right.
So
You're going to build it with the rod, yeah?
I'm going to stick that rod on there.
Yep.
And then that will be built up so it comes down like that. And something like this, like the lady found on the other side, see how tight that? Well, it's not that tight on this side. So I take a little bit off that.
Oh, yeah.
Trim that.
Yep.
Trim that, trim that, trim that. About to about there.
Yep.
Weld that edge all back together. And then I would add to that.
Do you worry about anything on the inside here, or just let the door
No,
take
you
that up?
see how that's cut apart over there?
Yeah.
You'd weld that back together.
Oh, yeah.
I would do it with the coat hanger. How they do it is up to them. Right up in here, weld that back together.
Yeah.
And what you're saying with the inside of the door?
This gap in here, with wind noise, like with the rubber, you could build that up if you wanted. I just put it there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's face it. There's no rubber in there yet.
No.
But
Might be
basically,
enough to
we
fill it.
want the outside looking good.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
for me, I don't think there was even a rubber in there. New, to be honest. Yeah, there was never.
Yeah, true.
So what we'll do is, I can stick this piece of.
Oh, geez, you got enough. Okay.
Yeah. So it's, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah. So I would like to take this and stick that on there. I think that the Dirty Devil could do that. No doubt in my mind. Stick that on there. We may just leave that for him. But basically, that's what I would do. I'd trim that off.
Yeah.
Add to this to make that fit. You might even have to shave a little tiny bit, or you could zip that again. But you just keep adding to this bad boy because this part, yeah, it's just a little different. But we're good going around and tack that side on the inside. So what I've done here, actually, I've put it together, but it's nowhere near finished. There. Good. You want to turn the welder off? Cool.
That's straight to the truck.
It is a strolling board,
Yeah, right outside.
Not real stoked on that part, but that's the part where it comes in when you manipulate it and fix it. Weld a little bit on that edge and fix that. This is good. To me, I'd weld that up with a coat hanger, fill that full, grind it off nice. This needs to be trimmed off or tight up in here. You might as well trim that off and weld that back together. You would add to that. This seems to be fine. This is nice over here. This is nice. It's not finished, by no means. I mean, there's some pieces that has to go in here, obviously. All the inside has to be welded.
He's our man. He
Right.
did gringos at the front.
So how long are we?
Really? Yeah, 10 years.
Alrighty, everybody. Thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. We've got it tacked together. So we've got it chopped, tacked back together in 3.5 hours. Come back tomorrow, and we'll see ya.
Very good.
Well done. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well done.
I found what I was saying.
Awesome.
Only ruining fools judge unfinished work.
Right? You can't tell a lady that her cookies are no good until they're cooked.
That's probably
So
why
they're
I'm
baked.
single.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you. Good meeting you. Good talking to you. Yeah.
Thank
Good.
you.
Beats YouTube seeing it in real life.
Awesome. Yeah, that's what we do.
Good education.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Awesome, man. Good, great.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I'm so glad I didn't wreck it.
Tell them we'll see you tomorrow
Yeah,
anyway.
okay, good. Good seeing you, man. Awesome, cool.
Thank you so much.
I'll give you some credit. Take it and love
Took it, man. I'm going to say no to that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Nice to meet you again. Cool.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, you're good guy.
Well done.
Cool. Hey, nice to meet you.
Well done. Thanks
thank
for
you.
coming, man.
Appreciate
Good
it.
to see
It's
you.
awesome.
Really appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think it looks decent. There still has to be stuff done in here, obviously. There's so much work left to do to this bad boy, you know. But it is what it is. We're on the part where it's chopped. We're getting it back together, weld it up nice, grind it up nice, and go with it. The window still looks huge. Does it not? It still looks huge. George, did you tell George that?
No,
Okay.
Thanks, Liza.
We probably could. But it is what it is. Cool.
Pretty good for the timing, man.
Yeah.
Timing,
Yeah.
You know. Hopefully me and Petey will help. You know.
Cool. You guys got it. You guys got it.
Right tools at the right time. Yeah, Petey's pretty good.
Good.
I mean, I do a bit of stuff, but yeah, Petey's good. So yeah, it was good. That was really
Yeah.
good. You know?
We didn't cut the roof in. That's one thing I'm happy about.
Yeah, because
we didn't cut the roof in
That's a big
half.
job, you know.
Isn't it, right?
Especially welding it, it's like ta-ta-ta-ta.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise it starts like doing all, you know.
That's one thing I told Julian. Man, I don't want to cut that roof in half. I don't want to cut it in half, and I'm glad it worked out because it's the first time I've ever chopped it and leaned that post and done that. We didn't cut the drip rail molding off.
No, so much was
Yeah.
like you obviously you came here yesterday and then you went home. You went thought about it.
Played my checker game,
Yeah.
where I was going to make my cuts and my moves. It went well
I love how you play dangerous with a grinder like I do. You know, it's like.
all the time.
Not that it probably worries you, but you've got a 10 mark.